Get to Syria with you, Adrian. We hear Kofi Annan with another plan, a new plan. Should we just look at Kofi Annan and say, dude, it didn't work the first time, your ceasefire plan. This one doesn't have much more of a chance because it's President Assad controlling what happens next.
Right.
Or do we take the Kofi Annan plan seriously?
I'd love to live in a world where I wouldn't have to hear his name anymore, where he just kind of quietly retires and works on foundations. I mean, whenever he comes in, he tends to bring everybody to the table equally, regardless of who's the aggressor and who's the victim.
Right, good point.
And that's the challenge. He's saying everyone needs a say. Why does Iran need a say in what's happening in Syria, for example? And he also says that the rebels are causing problems, that he kind of paints everybody in the same moral light, which is clearly not the case. You had Assad, who was responsible for the Hula massacre, where 200 women and children were slaughtered, some of them in their beds. And you're going to put them on the same moral grounding as the rebels that are defending that. And so I think the challenge is that Kofi Annan comes out with these unrealistic 6-point plans or whatnot. He goes around flying back and forth saying it's going to work. People sign on to it, just like North Korea. Everybody concedes, and then they get breathing room to kill more rebels, and then they come back and try again. So really, Assad is buying more time, and time is in his favor, not in the favor of the opposition.
Sure. Right.
Well, what's the punishment for that?
Right. Yeah. A couple of people weighing in on Kofi Annan here. Brian Conway says, oh, Kofi Annan must be a late bloomer. He never accomplished anything while at the UN. I'm not sure he's accomplishing anything while in Syria, to be honest.
If you recall, in 1994, he oversaw the Rwandan genocide. And when I say oversaw, I mean because people were reporting to him that it was happening. They asked him to stop it, and he didn't do it. So these are things that we quickly forget in our 24-hour news cycles. He has a long history of incompetence and allowing massacres and atrocities to happen. And then he goes and shakes the hands of dictators and acts like everybody's equally complicit or not. We're all on the same page.
All right. Adrian Hong, very interesting points. Managing Director at Pegasus Strategies. Good to see you.